Hello, my cookies. Today we are going to be making some Swedish meatballs. Let's cook. First, I sauteed some finely diced onions in olive oil and then allowed them to cool completely. Next, I took some panko breadcrumbs and poured some milk into them, and I allowed them to sit and soak up all of that milk for about 5 minutes. For my meatballs, I'm using ground beef and some Italian sausage, turkey Italian sausage. Regular works as well, I just don't eat pork. But to that, I'm going to add in my onions, those milk-soaked breadcrumbs, a beaten egg, some Worcestershire. Haha, I got it now, y'all. And here are all the spices I'll be using. I have some onion powder, garlic powder, some allspice, cracked black pepper, and seasoned salt. Don't worry, I'll have all the measurements linked in the description box. So we're going to sprinkle that in. Now I'm going to add in some fresh parsley and get my hands in there and mix it all together well. I use a tablespoon to measure each meatball so that they're all the same size. And once I roll them, I place them on a parchment paper lined baking sheet. And then we bake on 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they're completely done on the inside. To make my gravy or sauce, I'm going to add some butter to my cast iron skillet and allow it to melt. Once that butter melts, I'm going to add in my flour and stir it out. Now, the beef broth that I'm using is a little light skinned, so I'm going to cook my roux a little longer to brown it. So at a medium-high heat setting, I'm just going to continue to stir non-stop so we don't burn it until our roux is a nice peanut butter color. Now I'm going to slowly pour in my beef stock and stir it together, and while I wait on it to come to a simmer, I'm going to add in my Worcestershire sauce, some onion and garlic powders, and some allspice, and then I'm going to stir it together and allow it to come up to a simmer. This is the consistency we want. We're not making a gravy. It's more of a sauce than a gravy. So this next step, you have to add this. Don't skip it. We're going to add in some sour cream. Yes, sour cream. And mix it together. It is so delicious, guys. I promise. Once this sour cream heats up and dissolves and it looks like this, go ahead and taste it. See if it needs a little salt, a little pepper, whatever you need, and turn that heat off. Now you want to add your meatballs back into the party and cover it up with that gravy / sauce, and I like to sprinkle a little bit of fresh parsley on top to make it pretty, of course. And then, cookies, it is time to eat. The recipe link will be down there in the description box. You can serve these guys on egg noodles or mashed potatoes like I did. Just make sure you don't skip the sauce. Cover it in that sauce. Trust me, it's delicious. Thank you so much for watching, my cookies. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Oh, and I also added some fresh grated Parmesan cheese to the top. Gotta have that to take it over the top, but that's optional. Guys, again, thank you so very much for watching. I gotta eat, so until next time, be blessed.